So you definitely have to use the right head when you're trying to decide whether or not you want to keep talking to this person, because if you use the head below the waist, it can get you into trouble. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to avoid being catfished. Now, I don't know if all of us have been catfished, but I definitely have, and I have some tips to share with you guys to protect yourself from deceptive people. So let's get right into this video. First, I'd like to give a shout out to my very much appreciated Patreon members. You guys are awesome, and if you want to get to know me a little bit better, definitely check out my Patreon. I post tons of exclusive content over there, and it's a great way to get to know me better. So imagine matching with somebody on Tinder or any other dating app and building a connection with them over the course of, let's say, a month, and exposing yourself to them and sharing intimate details about your life that you haven't shared with other people, just to find out that you've been talking to an imposter the entire time, and now somebody that you don't know and that you don't want to know has all of your information. It's such a violation, and that's why I truly believe that there's no justification for catfishing somebody. I don't agree with manipulating somebody to serve you in any kind of way, whether it be trying to discover if your spouse is cheating on you or any other reason for that matter. I do not agree with catfishing under any circumstances. It's wrong. So catfishes are self-serving and manipulative people. These people will go to great extents to try to manipulate you and have you believe that you're talking to your dream guy or girl just to find out that it's not them. Some catfishes actually get off on the excitement of disappointing somebody or bringing shame or sadness to somebody, and it's crazy. These are the types of people that you want to stay really far away from. And catfishes are, like I said, very manipulative and sometimes narcissistic people that only care about themselves and have no regard for others' feelings. Like I said, there is never a justification to catfish somebody under any circumstances. Catfishing somebody makes you a bad person. If you don't have the confidence to use your pictures and to act as yourself online, you don't belong online. You don't belong on these dating websites. And you're really a predator at that point, because you're preying on people that are just trying to make a connection with somebody, trying to meet a new friend or go on a date with somebody. It's crazy to me. My first time being catfished, yes, my first time, because it's happened multiple times, it was on this app that I had on my phone, and I had matched with this guy who was like my dream guy. I actually made a YouTube video about it, and I'll attach the video down in the description if you guys want to check that out. But long story short, I had spent probably almost 2 months talking to this guy online, and he had only sent me a handful of pictures, and I didn't really think anything of that. I just was really excited to meet him. So when we finally met in person, we met in a parking lot, and as soon as the guy rolled his window down, I discovered that it was not the guy I was talking to, actually the complete opposite of the guy I was talking to. So I was talking to, imagine like a cowboy, rodeo, just country kind of guy, like built, blonde hair, tall, kind of masculine. That's who I thought I was talking to. No, it wasn't. Turns out I was talking to a 50-year-old man who was not attractive in the slightest. And I'm only saying that, guys, because this guy manipulated me and got pictures out of me and even more. And I just felt very vulnerable, and I felt like I had just been slapped across my face. As soon as I saw that it wasn't that guy, I really wanted to jump in that car and just attack him. But thankfully, I have more self-control than that, so I cussed him out a little bit and then drove home, crying all the way home. I'm making this video because I don't want other guys to have to go through that. It's not right, it's not fair. And it doesn't just happen to gay guys. It happens to everybody, if you allow it to happen. But there are signs that will show themselves, and let's go over some of those signs that you can look out for to make sure that you don't get catfished. Now, one of the first things that you might notice from a catfish is fuzzy, outdated pictures. When I say fuzzy pictures, if you zoom in on the picture and it's very pixelated, not sharp, and it looks like it's been copied and pasted and clipped and cropped and all this, that's usually a fake picture, or a very old picture of somebody that does not look like that anymore. There are people that use old pictures of themselves. I don't exactly consider those to be catfishes, but it is along the same lines as catfishing somebody. But definitely pay attention to the kinds of pictures that these people are using, because one reoccurring theme that I found is that a lot of them will use pictures from like 10 plus years ago holding an iPhone 4, and it's like 2022 and they're expecting you to believe that they still have an iPhone 4. So you definitely have to use the right head when you're trying to decide whether or not you want to keep talking to this person, because if you use the head below the waist, it can get you into trouble. Definitely pay attention to the photos. If they're very pixely and like foggy or fuzzy, if they just look old, like a MySpace picture even, that's a red flag. Also, pay attention to the styles. If you see a guy with a Hollister shirt on with a popped collar and his like a puka shell necklace on, and it looks like the picture was taken in 2005, it's usually a catfish. So another thing that catfishes have in common is they always have extravagant excuses for everything and anything. So if you want to set up a FaceTime call with them tonight, and you have it all planned out and everything, 5 minutes before the FaceTime call, they will text you and say, hey, my friend came over, I have to go help them out with something. It's just always an excuse with everything. Or, oh, my camera's actually broken on my phone, I've been trying to get it fixed, but I haven't gotten a chance to yet. Guys, nowadays, phones have 2 cameras on them. Well, mine actually has 4. 1 on the front and 3 on the back. So that excuse is outdated, and it's another red flag. People have used that on me before. Oh, my camera's cracked. Oh, my camera's broken. Oh, I need a new phone. It's like, what? Why are you even on here? Obviously that works though with some people if that's the excuse that they use. So another thing that these catfishes like to say is, I'm discreet. So when they say that, they are pretty much trying to play off of the fact that there are men on these apps that are discreet and are DL, and they don't want their friends to know that they're on a gay dating app or any dating app for that matter. So I think that that is a valid excuse sometimes, saying that they're discreet, but look into it a little bit. If they say they're discreet and they don't send you any pictures of them, or they send you 1 picture of them and nothing else, which has happened to me, that's a red flag. And if they expect you to send just like 20 pictures of yourself in all these different positions and showing off all your assets without getting anything back from them, you have to think with the right head, guys. You really do. And I know it sounds funny, but it's reality. Another thing that these catfishes will do is ask for tons of pictures almost immediately. So a lot of them will use extremely attractive people as their pictures. They'll have like 1 or 2 pictures of maybe like an Instagram model that's not that popular, or just some regular guy on the internet. They'll steal the pictures of him. Or maybe they'll use their best friend's pictures, or they'll use their sister's pictures or their brother's pictures. The guy that catfished me was using his brother's pictures. Allegedly, that's what he told me. And his explanation for it was, oh, I just wanted somebody else to feel how I felt, because this has happened to me before. So anyway, so don't just send 10 nude pictures of yourself just because you think that this is the most attractive person ever and you're super excited and you're thinking with the wrong head again. So here are some things that you can do once you discover that you might be talking to a catfish. You want to decide whether or not this person is worth your time. Have you gotten any value out of talking to this person? Have they taught you anything? Have they made you happy? Have they made you smile? Have they said things to you that made you feel like, why did they say that? Or what does that mean? Like backhanded compliments? So you have to really decide whether or not you're willing to risk meeting this person if they do turn out to be a catfish. Sometimes people are just not good with social media and they will use pictures from like 5 years ago. But that doesn't give them an excuse of not being able to take a quick selfie in the bathroom mirror just to prove that they are who they say they are. So make sure you're asking for recent pictures. Just go and ask them to take a selfie in the bathroom holding a peace sign up. Something as simple as that. It doesn't need to be like a sticky note with the date on it or anything like that. So try to be specific just so the picture is not easy to fake and they can't just go on Google and type in guy holding a peace sign in the bathroom. You know, try to be creative with it a little bit, because if they are using a specific person's pictures, it's going to be pretty difficult for them to get a specific picture for you. Do not agree to meet them if you feel that they are being deceptive. Make sure you have all of your T's crossed and all of your I's dotted, because these people can be very dangerous. I mean, think about it. What kind of person can willfully manipulate somebody into believing that they're talking to somebody that's not them? That just sounds like scary to me. That sounds like the kind of person that could allow themselves to act in that way and to live in that way does not belong online. That's a predator. And you don't want to risk being attacked or anything bad happening to you if you do decide to meet this person and they're not who they say they are. Because you never know. It could just go bad really quickly. I would flat out ask, are you using your own pictures? I've done that before multiple times because I felt like I was being catfished, and I didn't want to get all the way down to meeting them and to discover that, because it's the most disappointing feeling ever. So don't be afraid of asking them, are you using your own pictures? You can even say, are you a catfish? Because this has happened to me before and I'm just trying to make sure. That rhymed. Only someone who isn't using their pictures will become defensive, accusatory, will start to jab back at you. Oh, well, is that you? Or, oh, you don't look 6'1". Once you catch them on what they're trying to do, they will get very defensive, and then you'll be happy and proud of yourself for calling them out and not getting all the way down the road just to find out that you've been violated. Ever since the start of online dating, people have used it to their advantage. Be careful. Again, think with the right head, the one right here, not the one below the waist. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please listen to these telltale signs, because it will save you in the end and it will prevent a dangerous situation. Also, if you're new here and you enjoyed this, give this video a like and also subscribe for more content like this. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.